Hello, welcome back. We discovered another hostile mage scrying us and rendered them insane. We got another Bane Tyrant from Rebuking Fate. Nice. So important. Uruk has recast Wrath of God, which is not nice. Uruk now has both Wrath of God and Enchanted Forests, which is quite unpleasant. We drowned our Helot Warrior Tyrant and lost a scout to Mind Hunts, that's fine. And then the big one was, of course, there was a battle at the fortress in Skurse Hope Wastes. This is my big, beautiful army. Love it. Fighting into, not much really. There is a big golem here. A couple of troops. And a small stack of mages. I did learn from inspecting these mages that Uruk apparently just has disease healers. So the shenanigans I was planning on doing with Bane Venom Charms probably not all that effective against Uruk. So now I know that. But hey. So we do a lovely opening flurry of group buffs. We're Mistformed, we are arrow fended, lay down some Marble Warriors. This battle actually like lags my computer because there's so many projectiles, and I guess the snowflakes don't help. But we blow through the gate pretty easily. Get onto the back lines, in-drop my Bane Tyrants, whipping the enemy into shape. There's his buddy. Yeah, I mean that goes fine. I thought, you know, a small sack of mages, they can, there's always the risk that they do something interesting, but no, that went fine. We lost a Cave Grub and a Helot Warrior, and we gained an Enkidu Royal Guard from Enslaved Minding. That went great. Yeah, we also found a Knife of the Damned and an Armour of Knights. And I'm pretty sure this golem's dead as well, because you can't retreat from a Fort Storm, right? I'm just going to assume that's the case. We took the Sea Province off in as well, which is nice. And we spied a battle, interestingly, between Agartha and Uruk. This is, so it's an Agarthan Thug. Marble Oracle with a bunch of stuff. 3 arms. Bone armor. People really love the copper arms, huh? Fighting into Uruk's god. So we actually get to see Mulok, who currently has 3 global enchantments. It's very tempting to just hammer this province with Mind Hunts, but unfortunately he has 27 magic resistance. So probably not gonna work, really. There's always the risk that Uruk has some Astral Mages lurking around as well. So this fight's kind of goofy. Further through it, but it's quite long anyway. The Oracle gets trampled around a bit. And then eventually gets safely kind of surrounded by Earth Elementals. And is able to just stand there for a while. Very slowly punching Earth Elementals. I don't think they can be life drained by the Soul Vortex though. So just kind of sits here for a bit. Until eventually enough stuff dies that the god can get back in action and trambles him to death. So that's to failure. That's over here. I do actually have my Bane Venom Charm guy in this province, so I mean there's an outside chance that we've diseased his god, and then his god will then also get some kind of devastating affliction. He has recuperation as well. So yeah, the Bane Venom Charm stuff probably not very effective against Uruk, unfortunately. Then there was lots of battles that we took a lot of provinces, got attacked by Enchanted Forests as usual. And as usual, I think it's best to just show the map. You can see we've pretty much held down this territory. We had Tyrants defending a lot of these provinces, so that was fine. The only battle worth watching is Ban Kish. Because it goes quite badly. This is a wasteland, so you don't expect there to be much province events. But as luck would have it, Ban Kish has a site that gives you knights in your province events. So there's a lot more province events than you'd kind of expect. Which means that quite awkwardly. These handful of Lion Tribe, or is it Wolf Tribe? Wolf Tribe. Get up to my Tyrant and very, very slowly kill him. We lose quite a bit of stuff in this battle. Yikes. But because my Gigantes are berserk, they fight to the end. And so we end up taking the province, but just barely. That was Bankish. We lost the priest and the Tyrant. Bit awkward. Yeah, Wrath of God is up. 80 units were wounded, 49 were killed. And among the killed, Soylent for Men, the Tropimus Sage, was killed. So who knows how many mages we lost that turn, that's really bad. In our Dominion we have Turmoil Scales, and now the bulk of our army is in Uruk's Dominion, so either way, we're going to get the worst end of that no matter what. Events then, Bankish, the Knights of the Order are bringing order to the Troubled Realm, that's the site. And then also, knightly related events in Jome, we got attacked by knights. And then in Blue Water we found 9 water gems. So Jome is my Rome province. It's currently now under siege from knights. They managed to get through quite a bit of province events, unfortunately. And I think that's it. Going to starve in Lost Canyon range, that's fine. Yep, so this turn's a bit awkward. First things first, I alchemized every single gem I have, which was very, very painful because we had a lot of gems. But our income isn't too bad. I think it's okay. I alchemized them so that I can try dispelling Wrath of God, so I'm casting Dispel this turn with 99 pearls exactly. So fingers crossed we get that down. Fighting into Enchanted Forests is bad enough. Fighting into Enchanted Forests and Wrath of God is pretty unbearable. So let's at least try and get Wrath of God down. And this turn, this army is just sitting here for a second. I'm going to cast 4 domes over it. It's getting Air Dome, Astral Dome, Nature Dome, and Fire Dome. I'm catching some slaves. I'm claiming the throne, because it would be nice to not claim it. It would be nice to just sit the H3 here for a couple of turns to not kind of let the world know that I'm taking thrones. But unfortunately, I mean, it's bureaucracy. We really need the Dominion spread in this area. We could do it the Order as well, because, yeah, might help protect us a little bit from Wrath of God. +1 Dominion conflict isn't going to do anything, but even so, it's anything that helps our Dominion is good, I think. So we've got to claim it immediately. And I'm also building a temple here, and I'm getting a temple up in this lake as well. We are now currently up to Dominion Strength 10. The province I was keeping an eye on was Glidewoods, which is now up to 2 white candles, so fingers crossed that we can maybe start trying to push out our own Dominion into this region. I'm not sure. These provinces aren't like hugely, incredibly buff in terms of enemy Dominion. Ripewoods is tipped to 1 dark candle, unfortunately. World's Teeth is 1. Listening Woods is 5 points of Dominion. Is that an event? It's crazy. White Spring is 5. Listening Woods is 2. Highwoods is 3. The Throne is 4. I don't know, maybe we can push a little bit of our Dominion into this area. Only province I'm attacking this turn is Donemark. I have a feeling he might be moving his god to this throne to help defend it, I'm not sure though. The last few turns I've been able to see a stack of mages in this province and a stack of mages in this province, and they've both moved. And I think they're now in these 2 provinces, and I think they're moving towards this throne to defend it. They might even be in the throne already, because Uruk does have cold scales, so these rivers would usually be frozen. So yeah, I think there's going to be a lot more defense in this throne than in this one. Plan is still to just march towards it now and try and take it. We've got nothing to lose. Because we have to take thrones if we want to win, so either we take it or we die trying. So I'll take down Wrath of God, I'll claim this, put up buildings, and then we're just going to continue the march. We'll hit this with everything. All of our tyrants will be in this battle, I think. And while that's happening, I also now have to begin setting up to attack these other 2 thrones as well, because Cataclysm is 5 months away. So these units are going to start meeting up in Fuchsia. The cave grubs that we have here are being gatewayed to Fuchsia. Underwater Tyrant is moving to Nidian. Everything else to Fuchsia. We'll start marching towards this throne in a turn or 2. And same thing up here, I'm going to start moving units into this region. One thing that's really going to screw us is that we have a hard time claiming thrones. So I think my god stays with this army. I think I teleport that hero over here at this army. And I think I give my prophet some wing chews and he flies to here. I think those are the 3 units I use to claim thrones. And then I think this throne would be the luxury if we can get that as well. But these 3 are the main targets right now, I think. Also breaking siege in Jome because, you know, I have to, it's under siege. And we do have some anti-horror gear in the treasury now. So let's see, it would be Ring of Regen, Anti-Magic Amulet, Boots of Quickness, Moonblade, Crown of Lead. That's the first set of gear we can have on a Tyrant patrolling a throne once Cataclysm hits. Looks good to me. And I think that's it for this turn. But fingers crossed we keep these provinces locked down. I'm going to have a Tyrant in all of the forests. So I think the forests will be fine. As long as the forests don't flip, then none of the adjacent provinces can get attacked either. This would be the really unfortunate one. If this gets attacked and then I lose the temple as well. I was moving the water elementals over towards Ard to help defend it, because there's not much stuff here. Maybe I should put these in here to defend this province against Enchanted Forest attacks, would that be better? Maybe? I alchemized all my gems, because now I'm thinking maybe I should just send 2 Earth guys in and they'll do So Dragon Teeth to help defend, but yeah, all these ones. It'd be a shame to lose the water elementals pointlessly. Oh, I don't know, I'm really indecisive because it would be a shame to lose the temple as well. Terrible province defense. What are these guys? I mean, these do a lot of damage, right? They don't regen out of water. Now let's keep going towards the throne. I'm going to partial in case I reconsider that. But that was turn 67. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. We claimed the Throne of Bureaucracy. Good stuff. And we cast a spell. Unfortunately, we failed yet again. This was a 99 Pearl Dispel from an S4 mage. Bit unfortunate. I used all of my gems doing that. Feel very sad now. We cast some domes. Someone went insane trying to scry on me. And Abba put up Dark Skies, which is a bit uncomfortable. Since I'm going to try and clip one of Navarre's thrones. Dark Skies is going to be really hard for us to fight into with a bunch of slave units. He knocked out his own global, it looks like, because he no longer has eternal power. So pretty bad luck. Considering, I mean, you would expect one of Eric's globals to get knocked out just because he has the most, but lots of sad things happening this turn for people, I think. We gatewayed Essus and his cave grubs around, and we're teleporting this turn as well. And that brings us to battles. Is anything worth watching? A few things. Let's go through them, right? Zimria. Just some werewolves attacking us. No big deal. Jome next. We took our fort back. Great stuff. Divine Ocean. This was Uruk taking back his lake. Sure. We took Glistening Woods. Great. Donomart we took. Great. We lost 41 units and 78 people were wounded from Wrath of God. This really sucks. And then a bunch of There's so many of these just awful battles. I'll tell you which one is worth watching. Wise Spring Grove. Right. This is really weird. I've never seen this happen before in all my turns doing Dominions. We have here our Bane Tyrant. This is Whey Protein Isolate to Fartless. He is scripted to cast Soul Vortex and all the usual stuff. He should not have any problem with Forest Trolls at all. You just stand around, not be able to hear him. And something very interesting happens. First of all, the first troll that hits him damages the Misshapen Tyrant's Vine Shield. He now has a Vine Shield damaged. The second Forest Troll that hits him breaks the Misshapen Tyrant's Vine Shield. From 2 hits, my Tyrant no longer has a shield. Literally never seen that happen in my life. That's a forged item just smashed in 2 hits. This means that all of the trolls can hit him pretty easily now, because he's fatigued out. He no longer has a shield. Fortunately, he does have Phoenix Power, of course, so he just resurrects. But yeah, now he's morale routed. He's picked up a Battle Fright Affliction. And he lost his Vine Shield. Talk about bad luck. He's even won the fight, but because he's routed, he like jets on out of there. So that was unfortunate. That was Wise Spring Grove. And we also had one of our Tyrants over here. Yeah, Lord of Protein Powder Ceremonies. Also kind of unlucky. He just kicks ass until he gets into melee range. And these guys use their javelins. They all miss though. Good stuff. And then he runs over. He's totally fine so far. And he flies in and he takes, I think, 1 hit. And he picks up a limp. You hate to see it. Because he's got max fatigue at the moment, I suppose. He needs to actually be soul draining people. But now he's got a combat speed of 8. Right. So poor Tyrants, they didn't do very well this turn. Quite a lot of mishaps. The Whey Protein Tyrant did retreat though to Maragnon. He's also twice spawned, so even if he dies he's fine, but yeah, I'm going to give him back his Vine Shield actually. So that was it for battles. I mean, this is what the map looks like now. I mean, all of the battles are just random heroic stuff. Events, we've got some good events though. We gained a Rhyme Hammer from Barn Quiche, that weird knight site. Did I show this off by the way? This is the site I'm talking about. Knightly Order. Lets you recruit knights, increases order, and adds knights to the province defense. And apparently it triggers knight related events as well. So we gained a Rhyme Hammer. The 200 hammer that does Freezing Mist. Gives you cold resistance. Probably not going to use that, but I might if there's a Tyrant we have patrolling who doesn't have a weapon, why not? Nidian range, we got some population and some province income, but gained some unrest. Wachi, we got 6 death gems. Dacian Forest, we got another Hog Knight. And in Earthshell Mountains, we got an Axe of Sharpness, 2 gems, and 1,190 gold. Random patrolling and disease stuff as usual, and the God of Ind has finally been vanquished. Oh well, Ind. Okay, so this turn. These guys aren't moving yet. Because I alchemized all my gems 2 turns ago, I'm trying to distribute gems to like 2 armies now, and I have like nothing. So these guys are sitting here. It's currently what, 4 turns to Cataclysm. So no action over here yet. One of the Tyrants is going to head over to Ard to make sure there's a Tyrant here for defense purposes. And that's it for this region. I'm going to try and take these provinces. Nothing else too interesting happening. Up here, I'm moving out some Shackled Mages. Some of them are going to go over to this fort. Some are going to go over to this fort. There's no point defending these forts anymore with mages. Just want to defend thrones. There's some stuff heading towards Jerem as well, but it's pretty weak. So that's all that's happening in the middle of my terrain. Over here, I'm going to try and start moving towards this throne now. This is going to be awkward. This is a big army and it's very slow. I'm going to have to go 1 province at a time. In the meantime, I'm just going to try and take as many of these provinces as I can and just hold them. And gradually, 3 or 4 tyrants are going to meet up with the army by the time we get here. Yeah, the army will have some tyrants attached to it. But for now, I'm just going to try and take this province, try and take this province, try and take this province, moving into this province. Other than that, the army is pretty much the same. The only difference is that my prophet is sitting here waiting for some wing chews to get forged for him. He's going to be heading down towards this area. My hero guy, he's teleporting over to Rotmarsh. But everyone else is moving out. Oh, there's one priest as well who's going to head around building temples. We did lose this province, by the way. Remember the province I was thinking of defending? What did this get attacked by, incidentally? Would this have been defended by water rallies? Probably not. That's a lot of stuff. And again, it's not very good stuff. They do have blunt resistance, though. I don't know. Anyway, so that's what's happening here. Nothing too interesting yet, but we'll try and keep our tyrants alive. There'll be 2 in Donamark this turn. And 1 in Zimria, 1 in Wisespring, and the army in Barmy. And over here, I'm moving our armies into Rotmarsh this turn. There's quite a lot of stuff on the way. We've got all the cubes in Wolfenplain very slowly making their way up. We've got some stuff in Kolmogor patrolling. We'll move into Cunal. The Giants with the high map move will be moving to Rotmarsh. So there'll be lots of cows over here as well. Hopefully that means I don't need to bring bags of wine. Is there a way to see supply usage based by... no, because that just shows... This eats 135 supplies, that'll be fine, won't it? I mean, I could just give them a bag of wine. Nope, I cannot. I do not have any bags of wine. Well, hopefully the cows keep everything fed. I'm going to move everything into these provinces this turn. I'm going to move through Gurillion, take that, and then take this throne. Yeah, Nabar does have Dark Skies though, which you don't know lowers morale. Which is pretty bad for us. All of our units are very low morale. With that in mind, you could probably do with a whip. Yeah, I've got one. Oh, that's a rat tail. It's not... It does give Taskmaster though, yeah. So, yeah. Something. How many whips of command? Doesn't look like it. But that's all that's happening this turn. There's nothing like too interesting. It's just moving stuff towards this throne, moving stuff towards this throne, and next turn we'll move towards this throne as well. And we currently have 2 sets of anti-horror gear, so we can defend 1 throne with 2 turrets, or 2 thrones with 1 turret each, geared like that. Yep. Gonna have to distribute armies and units and stuff to thrones. We'll worry about that when we get to it. And that's it for this turn. Forging the usual stuff, I think. I'm still forging sets of gear. And I'm also forging a bunch of fires and jars for these new armies that need them. Wing chews, slams of pearls, rings of regen. Try and forge all of those items each turn if I can. Fingers crossed. I think the thing that might really hurt this army is just losing too much stuff to Wrath of God as we walk over here though. I might have to think of a better way to... We could just try taking the fort with just Tyrants and Gigantes, I suppose. We'll see anyway. So that was 1068. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. I got some evocation done. This is good. We can now do Pillar of Fire. It only requires F2. Got 100 range. It only costs 20 fatigue, and it does a ton of fire damage with a giant AoE fatigue damage. Pretty good spell. I'll keep going to try and get Flames from the Sky, although I'm not sure if it's worth it at this point. We teleported our hero around to go claim thrones later, hopefully, maybe. And then there was the usual kind of incredibly random exchange of provinces. One of them is worth watching, which is this one. There was a golem attack Donamark. Looks like this took place in the ritual phase, so he teleported in. But he has a ring of returning, so he gets hit once and then just flies away. I'm not sure what his plan was. He has no gems. But there he is anyway. Got an Elfbane. Yeah, I mean, he literally, as soon as this guy wakes up, he hits the golem once with a whip, and that's it. Kind of odd. That was in Dynamok. I don't know. Usual kind of province exchanges, nothing else too interesting. We didn't see anything interesting. We lost a Jade Sorceress, including 85 units. Events, we got Magic +1 in Ironwood. Tax Collector got waylaid in Narian Sea. 7 Nature Gems in Boggerwald. +1 luck in Thodaz. And I tried to scout this throne, but we were discovered by patrollers immediately. Elm seems to do a lot of patrolling. We also discovered a Kalian assassin, or seducer rather. This is a dream seducer. Should probably be a bit... I suppose a bit, I don't know. It's a bit unpleasant if we've got assassins in our territory. It might be worth hitting Fisher with Mind Hunts. That was Fisher, wasn't it, where we discovered it? Yeah. Maybe we should hit one of our own forts with Mind Hunts to see if we can get rid of those, in case there's any more. Not this turn, though. This turn, I have given up the dream of trying to take this fort. We're in Barmy currently. We're losing... there was loads of, like, troops in the garrison, so I assume, like, I've lost a commander and stuff. I also realised that my god is now out of my dominion, so he has 56 hit points. He's picked up another affliction. I think he's getting hit by lightning bolts from Wrath of God and getting wounded. And it would be a bit awkward to keep marching through, like, super dark candles and then just lose my lose my god to Wrath of God randomly. We're also starving currently in Barmy. It's a bit... yeah. I don't know. I was looking at the map. It's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the storm is 5. Then we claim it in 6 turns. Cataclysms in 3 months. I don't know. It seems like a really difficult march that's going to take too much time. I'm just not going to bother. I'm just going to move back to Scarce Hope Waste. This army is just going to defend this throne, I think. That does free up all of these titans, though. All of these tyrants. So they're going to help attack Calum. I think this throne is still doable, though. It'll be 1, 2, 3 turns to get onto it. But I'm moving out this turn. The next turn we'll be here with 2 remaining until Cataclysm. Then we'll be here with 1 turn remaining. Hopefully it cracks open immediately, and we storm. And we can claim it the same turn that Cataclysm starts, if everything goes well. And in the meantime, I'm bringing all of my tyrants down, so they're going to be in these provinces. Yeah, these provinces. So this is my slowest tyrant, 20 move speed, so he's going to be right on the border. And in general, I think there's another one that's slow. Yeah, this one's 20, so he's also right on the border. So I'm going to try and get the tyrants down towards this throne, and we'll help out with the army that's about to move out. Everything in Fisher is moving to Winner this turn. And then next turn, everything in Winner plus everything in Nidian will move to Morn. Hopefully by that time I'll also have some tyrants in these easy provinces. And they'll be in range to then all fly onto Bycliff the turn after. That's the plan anyway. While that is happening, I'm also moving into Gorillion as well. This is the army that I've been able to put together. There is one geared out Bane Tyrant. I didn't have a shield for him, so he's dual wielding weapons. But he'll be flying, so that's fine. Other than that, the stuff is very, very similar to everything we've seen. We have enough slaves here that one of our oppressors can do Fog Warriors on turn 1, which is great. So we've got a couple hundred troops. We've got a couple of F3 mages who can do Fire Elemental. I'm not sure if it's going to be useful against Nabar, because I think Nabar is a Fire Nation. But we'll see. I've got 12 Gigantes. I've got 1 Bane Tyrant that will be flying into the back lines. We'll see how it goes. I'm just going to move on to Gorillion, and then straight onto the throne, I think. Maybe it's worth storming Gorillion, I don't know. I'm not sure how... I mean, once the Cataclysm comes, it's not like all of the thrones are going to vanish immediately. So it's not like we have to do everything in exactly 3 turns, but still not sure if it's even worth taking the throne. Should we just roll over it and ignore it, and then just try and take this? Taking the throne would at least give us a retreat province, I guess. But I'm moving into Grillion this turn, setting up for Bycliffe the turn after, and the Tyrants are moving down towards Bycliffe as well. I do have my hero guy over here, so this guy will be able to claim the throne if we manage to take it. Just gonna see what happens. That was a bit awkward because I don't really know what to give it in terms of gems, because I don't really have any gems left. I've given like a bunch of air gems and stuff to this army. I think the stuff that moves out of Meridian next turn will be the only stuff carrying gems. Is there anything I'd need gems for here? Maybe the Adept could use a pearl or two. Do anti-magic or something. We can move that into Morn though from here, that's not a big deal. And once we move this army back into Scarce Hope, we can drop some Mind Hunts on these provinces as well. See if we kill any more assassins, might be good. Still forging anti-Horogu. And other than that, that was turn 69. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.